Hello everyone, welcome back to the Grow Channel, a platform that is aimed at empowering young individuals in the areas of finance, career and entrepreneurship, and also personal development or growth. Now, my name is Mary, and in today's video we are going to be discussing a very interesting topic, which is how to carry yourself around on a new job or even in your current role. So this topic was basically inspired by a conversation that I was having with my little sister. So she's done with her university and she's going to do national service, which is a compulsory service that you do to the country here in Ghana. So basically the government pushed you to a company to work there for a year, and then through that you're also able to gain some work experience and also transition into your new role or your first real job. So I also know that a lot of people, not just here in Ghana but in other countries, have completed their undergraduate studies or their postgraduate studies as well, and are looking forward to start new roles, looking forward to start new jobs, or even start their own businesses as well. Now, these tips I'm going to give you guys are very important and relevant in terms of positioning yourself in the working environment or in the corporate world and ensuring that you're maximizing benefits for yourself, and also you're turning things in your favor. So the first tip I have for you guys is to plan and also set an objective for the new role or job or even your national service that you're going into. Now, even if you haven't done this before you started your job, you can still do it now. It's important for you to understand what the end goal is for you, looking at the bigger picture. What do you want to accomplish by the end of the period that you expect or you want to spend in the particular company? Now, you could look at core competencies that you want to build. If you're going into the finance industry, do you want to end up with skills around building core competencies around risk management or financial controls, governance, etc.? There's so many different fields that you can look at and so many areas that you can look at to build core competencies around in different industries and different fields as well. So it's important for you to understand that, especially when you're starting out. When you're out of school and you're now entering the corporate world, sometimes your focus and your planning should be more centered around building core competencies and building the right skill sets to help you advance in your career. As you move forward in your job or in your career, then you can start looking at, how do I build wealth? How do I maximize my cash? How do I build something for myself? I know that it's important to always look at money and building wealth at every stage in your career life. But personally, I believe that in the early stages, it's important for you to also focus a lot more on building the right skill sets, or building the right core competencies that you would need to progress in your career. So definitely look at how you can plan, look at the bigger picture, what you want to achieve at the end of this your period working with a particular company that you're in. Look at all the various aspects and really plan well. Also handle your finances. By now you should know how much you're going to earn. Or even if you're already working, you already know how much you are earning. So it's important for you to start budgeting, start looking at the areas that are important to you, start planning. If you want to have any travels, if you want to take any trips anywhere, start making the decisions now, because what is happening in our lives today is as a result of what we did yesterday. So it's really important to start looking into the future. Don't just look at very mediocre plans. Look at the big picture. Look at things that you actually really want to do, travel, whatever it is. Just start planning for them now, because you don't want to start planning for some things too late and then you end up not really doing the things that you like. So definitely plan and set an objective for yourself for the new job or the current job you're already on. My second tip is on networking. Now, before you go into your new role, it's important for you to start tuning your mind to which people you want to build long-lasting relationships with. Now, if you've already set the objective or planned what you want to achieve by the end of your period in the particular company, it kind of directs you into what people you should be talking to, which people you should be building relationships with, and which people can help you achieve that objective or the plans that you've already set for yourself. So for example, if you're going into your national service and you want to either get a job in the company that you're doing your national service at, or even a different company, it could be a partner company of the partner company of some of the company that you're going to do your national service in. So look at people who interact with other companies in your company, especially the supply chain side. They really interact with a lot of vendors, so start building relationships in those areas, so that by the time you're nearing the end of your national service, or the end of the period that you had planned to work in a particular company, you've already come up, or you already have the right networking, the right connections to move you to the next step in life. Honestly, networking is crucial. It's extremely crucial when it comes to advancing your career. So never think that it's only the work or the amount of effort you put into your work that will earn you the respect or will earn you your next job. It's really important to also build the relationships. People management, relationship management is as equally important as, you know, core competencies or skills or other more technical skill sets as well. So definitely look at how you're going to network. Your network is your net worth. So definitely plan and understand which people are key to advancing your career or advancing whatever it is that you want to do at the end of that period that you'll be working in the company. The next thing would be your work ethic. Now, your work ethic goes hand in hand with your relationship building. You need to give your best foot forward every time. You need to put in all the effort that you need when you're working. And I don't mean kill yourself for the company, because the company is going to run either ways, but sometimes that phrase has been over abused, and it's beginning to make people become lazy and, you know, not really care about the jobs that you're doing. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. Like, give it your best. Make sure that you prove yourself. Make sure that as you're building relationships and building a network, that people around you also understand that you're hardworking, you're smart, you're able to deliver on tasks, you're able to, you know, meet deadlines, meet the major milestones, and you're able to showcase your work. At the end of the day, if you're not able to properly showcase what you did during the period of time you worked in a particular company, how are you going to talk about it for your next interview? How are you going to express that for your next job? Really focus on your work ethic. And it's important that you don't just focus on the particular task that you were assigned to, especially on your job description. Broaden your mind, understand the bigger picture of the company, understand how the company runs, why the company runs, the essence of it. Because when you're explaining some things in an interview, you add more value when you're able to put a much broader perspective and the bigger picture in place. So definitely try and understand the entire the operations of the company, the essence of the company as well, and that really helps you for your next phase in your career. So definitely consider your work ethic, consider how well you're going to do on the job, how well you're going to give your best and learn as much from the job as possible, so that by the time you're done with that period, you've been able to gain something that is worthwhile, you'll be able to gain transferable skills, and you'll be able to add value to yourself. The next thing that I'll talk about is friendships. Now, friendships and networking is, for me, is a bit different. There are different types of people in the workplace. There are different types of people in the corporate world. Your job is not to go to work and build enemies or build, foes and stuff like that. Your job is to go there, work, meet people, network, build long-lasting relationships that are beneficial to you. But also in the corporate world, there are some friendships that are definitely not beneficial to you. There are people that are not aligned to who you are. There are people that are not aligned to what you want for your life. And you need to be able to identify those people. Now, the point here is not to become enemies of those people, but it's to focus yourself on the people that would help you, the people that are more aligned with what you want for your life. If you hang around with a particular crowd, it influences, or they influence who you are and what you want with your life. If you hang around with people who are broad-minded or open-minded, who look at the big picture, who think ahead, it kind of wraps off on you. So definitely trying to figure out which people you want to get closer to, which people you want to maintain as acquaintances or maintain as hello hi basis, and then which people you want to actually move around with, hang around with for lunch, and all those other aspects of the corporate world. that are not necessarily doing the actual job. So definitely look at that, the people you hang out with, the people you associate yourself with, because it says a lot about you. When you associate yourself with people who are not serious, people who don't put off their best foot, it's really hard for the people in the higher places to see you as someone who is serious or someone who wants the best for herself. So definitely consider that when it comes to friendships in the workplace. Don't make no enemies, but also try and narrow down the people that you hang around with. Don't just be the friend of everybody, you know, hang out with everybody at every time. Make sure people understand what their boundaries are, especially. And when you're a woman in the workplace, boundaries are the most important thing, because men can be funny sometimes. So it's really important that you be able to set boundaries, let people know the kind of words they can use when they're around you, and you also watch the kind of words that you use, because the way you treat yourself and others is the way people treat you in turn. If you show people that you're valuable, you're worth it, people treat you exactly in that way, and people know that they can use some words around you. I know sometimes people kind of make you look like you're a bit for the lack of a better word, some way, but that's not your focus. Your focus is making sure that people are clear on who you are and what you stand for, what your values are. Be pragmatic. Know when you can compromise and when you can't compromise. Also carry integrity and just give off your best foot as much as possible. Now, my final tip for for entering the corporate world is your appearance. Now, yes, first impressions count. They definitely count. You can change people's impressions about you after they met you for the first time, but most of the time people get stuck with that first impression. You don't want to go to start your job with bad body odor. No. It's really important to think about your personal grooming. It's really important to think about how you look in the workplace. Now, I'm not saying go and buy expensive clothing, but even when you're buying much affordable clothing, it's important to understand the style that you're going for. If you're working in a corporate environment, understand what colors work best on your skin, understand what silhouettes work best on you as well, and your body type, so you're not wearing dresses that are too skimpy and give off a wrong message. The way you dress up also conveys messages to people as well. So you want to put in as much effort in yourself, and these things don't have to be expensive. Washing your hair at home is not going to be expensive as going to a salon, but you need to learn how to do it yourself at home if you can't afford going to the salon. You need to learn to groom your nails. You don't have to fix artificial nails, and even with artificial nails, you don't really have to go for extremely long nails. Keep it short, keep it corporate. I mean, unless you're working in the entertainment industry, which requires a lot more, but in the corporate world, I think it's important to keep everything minimal. Don't go for elaborate colors on your nails. Don't go for elaborate designs on your nails. Maintain your nails in a very nice and feminine fashion if you're a woman, and try and keep yourself as clean as possible. I know that especially here in Ghana, a lot of us do not drive to work. A lot of us take public transportation. Sometimes you can get to work sweaty and drenched. And sometimes that kind of contributes to bad odor and stuff like that. Some tips that I can have for you is you can buy baby wipes. Baby wipes are very affordable. There are so many different affordable brands of baby wipes. If you always carry baby wipes in your bag and you carry your deodorant as well, what you can do is when you get to work, you just like quickly wipe under your arms and any other areas that you sweat a lot at, and you can reapply your deodorants in those areas as well, and that helps you to maintain your freshness. You can also, if this is okay for you, you can practice getting to work earlier, so you can wear a different top when you're commuting to work, and then when you get to work you can change into something much corporate or much comfortable when there's no one really around the work at the early hours, and that really helps as well to keep yourself fresh and smelling good as well. So yeah, definitely invest in your appearance. If you're going to do makeup, please take your time with your makeup. Don't go for too don't do anything elaborate on your face. It's just work. A little foundation or even just powder on your face and a bit of mascara is fine. No elaborate eyeliners on your eyes, no elaborate colors on your eyes. You don't need to be glowing with so much highlighter as well. Something simple, something good enough for work. And yeah, if you guys need any tips on those ones, you can always send me a DM on Instagram at the Growth Channel, and I'll definitely let you guys in on some of the tips that I use when it comes to my makeup, my grooming, personal grooming, etc. So yeah, I hope these tips were very helpful for you. We've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, and to share this video as well, and hit the notification bell down below so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. If you have any questions or any extra tips for anyone else who is going to start a new job or now beginning their career, do leave it down in the comment section below and let's start a conversation there. Okay guys, so have a blessed day, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye guys.